fans, UFC 280 in the books. Aljamain Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw. What do you guys think is gonna be next for Aljamain Sterling? Well, that was a victory, a good victory for Aljamain, all things considered. You know, TJ was hurt. TJ definitely had to go through some issues. He was going through his difficulties. Who knows when he got injured? Maybe he got injured a day before, or that day, or maybe a couple days, but he was injured. But you still can't take that up. You know, that's not Aljo's fault. Aljo probably could have fought anybody else. Aljo probably could have, this fight could have probably got postponed, or whatever the case may be. But TJ still went through it. Aljo went in there, did his job, and that's it. Win's a win. And he looked good doing it. You know, he definitely looked good doing it. We don't know how he would have looked if TJ was healthy. But nonetheless, the TJ that he did fight, he looked good against. Took him down, was able to ground and pound on that will, did what he normally does. He calls himself the human backpack, and that's what he did. He pretty much became that human backpack, held on top of him, took his time, was very patient, and just got him, was able to get on top of him, got his back control, ground and pounded him, stoppage. That was it. So who do you think is going to be next? Well, we got two options, maybe even a third. The first option, I think, is going to be Henry Cejudo, because Henry Cejudo put himself back in the testing pool, and I do believe he's going to be ready sometime next year. So that would be a fun matchup right there. The man who has not lost his championship, who has never lost his championship, Henry Cejudo, going against the now champion, bantamweight champion, Aljamain Sterling. That would actually be a very fun fight. If you guys go on YouTube, you could look up that these two already had kind of like a face-off with DC. I already saw it. It was very entertaining, very fun to watch. So I could definitely see these guys be very entertaining as well. How would they do? That would be a different story and for a different time. But that would be a fun fight nonetheless. The other option would be, if he wants it and if he's going to pursue it and if he's going to push for it, Sugar Sean O'Malley. Because he is by far the star of the division right now, hands down. You know, there's no bigger star in that division right now other than Sean O'Malley. He is definitely always must-see TV. And his fight with Peter Yan was very exciting, very fun. And I can see that being potential for Aljamain too as well. Because Aljamain is a big guy. You look at him. You look at his size. He's a big guy for that division. And he is, if you were to go to, like, I believe he's been talking about going to featherweight, not just because he's a big for that division, but because he has a good friend, Marab, who is also his teammate, who happens just to be in the same division as well, who is actually making a name for himself as well, who could be also a potential challenger for that championship as well. And I don't think those two guys want to match up with each other. So I could definitely see Aljo going up to featherweight. Maybe not right now. Maybe about one or two more fights, I could possibly see that. But be that as it may, I could definitely see him facing Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley, with that win over Peter Yan, definitely puts him in that prime spot. And definitely with the amount of tension that he has, with the amount of trash talk that he likes to do in the media, with the amount, everything that he does when it comes to building a pay-per-view, he is definitely a star. So putting a belt around him would definitely be a very good thing for the UFC. And I could definitely see the UFC wanting to put a belt around him and putting him in that prime spot against Aljamain Sterling. The third option would be possibly Chito Vera. You know, how can you not give him a shot after that knockout win over Dominic Cruz? You know, no one's ever knocked out Dominic Cruz. So, you know, he maybe have been stopped a few times, but to actually be knocked out like that, you know, hey, no one's ever done that. So that would definitely can call for a title shot as well. My go-to would definitely love to see Henry Cejudo, because I just would like to see Henry Cejudo back. The king of cringe back. You know, possibly go in there and mix things up as well. You know, he definitely was the undisputed belt holder. He did not hold it for very long. He retired back in May 2020, and he defeated a few guys, but nothing too exciting. You know, he didn't defeat some of these young, hungry lions in the lightweight, in the bantamweight division. He defeated, he ended up going against, defending his 125 belt against TJ, knocked him out, stopped him, and then he went up and defended his bantamweight belt against Dominic Cruz. And he was able to stop him. So I would have loved to see him last a little longer and defend it against some of these younger guys. So how is he going to do being gone for almost 3 years? By the time he comes back, it will probably be 3 years, and going against someone like Aljamain Sterling. Well, you guys got to remember that Henry Cejudo is a gold medalist wrestler. So, you know, this whole human backpack thing, it could work out, but at the same token, you never know. You never know when it comes to a high-level grappler like that. But my go-to would definitely be a Henry Cejudo, because I think those two styles would definitely look and be very interesting for each other and be very fun for each other. That would definitely be my go-to. But let me know in the comments, guys, on what your go-to would be. Who would you like to see Aljamain face next? Could it be Henry? Could it be Sugar Sean? Could it be Chito Vera? Never know. Let me know in the comments, guys. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.